visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys looking good right out the gate, off to a 2-0 start. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. And his guys also 2-0, so this is a good test for both teams here early in the season. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This out quickly to Williams.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Parrish throwing the out route incomplete. It's long. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by play. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
To number 86.
Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Parrish. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Parrish. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's long. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being good first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Somebody gotta go like I mean. Hey, somebody
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 42.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the game. And that'll be good enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Saints' 24-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Saints 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off play in action. Parrish. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Saints 3.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line.
Second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Parrish. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up second and 4 at the 14-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead they run up the middle here. touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point forthcoming. And it's 21-3. That time in a 9-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. He spins free. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And here now the offense heading back out there.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we're going to be successful in this one.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. About 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people who want to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
On second down, here's the option.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's got it to Williams. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
A quick hitter complete. It's Fernandez. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
This is brought in at the 21. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you're going to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA
Our
Sports
trip around the NFL
report.
starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. And it's Cam Ward. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Titans are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here's the Steeler wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the Panthers quarterback. Last week, 3 touchdown passes. He has 2 more in the first half here. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season. They lead this one at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
A gain of 9 yards.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Pryor has it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Orlando 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He was taken down at the 22-yard
So
line.
2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
James. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down. Back to throw. Parrish. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18. At the 27.
Looking to throw. Parrish. It's complete to Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. looking to put a drive together.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
First down, Orlando.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second
Now
down.
a handoff up the middle. Mills. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A little juke.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for the quarterback.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Orlando, first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So the complete completion, good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
12-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
4 yards on the pick.
They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's James. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Back to throw now on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Operating from the gun. Parrish. It's Williams on the catch.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Saints first down.
They run it with James. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Parrish. James has got it. Complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
They'll go to the air here on third and 2. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on fourth and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. First and 10 at the 27.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by Williams. Down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And the Saints, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the ground, it's James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, check them out.
Back to throw. Parrish. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the Falcons.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good. Orlando, 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 95 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and 9.
40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So that will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Orlando, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.